Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, every single one of you. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are well. Welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. I go by the name Godwyn OD. As usual, my name hasn't changed, and you guys are welcome. It can't bless you. They wait for me since. I'm so sorry. Pardon me for the late start time. No man has been the game. You know, once you reach football conversation like this, they don't always want us to leave. On Pretty Bet, we are here. Yes. I know you are here. You are welcome. Welcome to Here Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. Of course, you all know we do this every Wednesday and Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 here on Empire Radio 360. And brought to you by Empire Radio 360, and we're streaming live from our Instagram platform, Empire Africa 1 live on Instagram. And if you're with us live on Facebook, we're streaming live from, or if you want to join us from Facebook, we're streaming live from Empire Africa 1. Empire Africa 1. That's just for those who would want to stream from Facebook, Empire Africa 1, and on Instagram, Empire Africa 1 Live. I never even announced my guests. Now, I know they hype them already. It's okay. I like it. I like when I have superstars on the show. They always attract plenty fans. So I like it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, for those who do not know, I know some of people have already seen the awareness we've made, but for those who do not know, we have someone of many caps with us on the show today. He is indeed a very multi-talented guy. Popularly, before I mention his popular name, he is known by birth as Oluwatosi Akinsoyi. He's a well-known musician, a music entrepreneur, producer, singer, songwriter, consultant, content creator, and also a music minister. He is a creative, versatile, and he has been phenomenal in his music journey. He's the head of production, creative director at TWC Studios, TWC Records, and Tiki's Global Connect. This guy is a big man. And he has managed several great artist projects behind the scene. And this is a addition to the great feats he's achieved. He's the producer of the award-winning viral song OSUBA by Peterson Okopi. OSUBA Remareo. Of course, many of us know that he's the producer of that song OSUBA by Peterson Okopi, and many other great works to his credit. He's a team player who has led groups of young creatives to achieving great results, and he has no doubt been an inspiration to many. And for the second time on the show, he was here last year, but this time around, he's here. Even someone has already said one of the best to ever do it. That's Kingsley Ogwama. People are already hyping this guy. No need for too much noise. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me make welcome my friend, my brother, for the second time on the show, Tikis. Only you. All these things, only you. I never even call your name. People don't introduce her before me. Before me. Anyway, Tikis, you're welcome. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I have my brother on the show. He's not a guest. This one is not a guest. He literally has taken the show away from me, sir, because anytime he's here, he be like saying, now they carry my responsibility. They don't pass for me, but he's my brother and he's my friend, a regular on the show. Please help me make some noise for Daniel. My man. Bad guy.
I'm beside my guy, so I can't.
So if my take is for the odds. I call at this point, my friend. Make sure you come to studio and say, "Wait till they talk." Why? You don't see me finish. Don't worry, I'll do it after the show. All right, guys. I want to welcome all our viewers. Adama, so I always appreciate you every single time. I want to especially appreciate you, Adama, for always coming to the show early, considering the time difference. I believe this is about 7:14 a.m. in the US right now. So for you to always be up early to be part of this show, I appreciate every single one of you tuning in from different part of the world. I see for Cookie as I think I cited Cookie. Yes, _ Cookie as well. She's also awake this early to be on the show. And to every one of you on the show joining us from different part of the world, I say thank you. Aregba Shola, my man, I say welcome to you. Pretty bad. I never even introduced the show. You don't make noise, and I appreciate you. I love your energy. Manly of Abuja, my man. Manly of Abuja. I love to see you every single time. Welcome. Yes, we are here, Arubeshola. Yes, I see you. My people, Mali, my man. Welcome. Kingsley Agwama, I also see you as well. Welcome to every single one of you. VJ Sounds _ every one of you, welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. Okay, so without any further English spoken, to the proper English that needs to be spoken today now, the topic of discussion for today, we're talking on something quite very important, and in simple terms, chasing multiple goals or targets at the same time. Chasing multiple goals or targets at the same time. And now many people might be wondering, this topic, this conversation, what might have inspired it? Well, I will definitely give us a briefing. I mean, like I always give briefings on why certain topics are brought into the discussion. So I was in my time of reflection, and I was starting to see that there are people who we think are very peculiar to a particular field, but we see them excelling and doing well in different fields. We see them probably raising the bar. Maybe you know one guy to be an artist and you see him doing very well in the film industry, or you know one guy to be a businessman and you see him excelling as well in the entertainment industry. And probably it might not even be in any of this context that I've brought it from. People just want to push themselves to excel in different categories. So it's more like nobody wants to be attached to one particular title or identification or whatever, but they want to be jack of all trades. And now it has brought this contention, chasing multiple goals at the same time. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to discuss on how now I know why Godwyn chose Tiki is the enlightened one. Godwyn, big ups to you. Thank you, Malia. Thank you very much. So haven't thought about this. So we are going to discuss and digress, and we're going to digest well chasing multiple goals, how helpful or how harmful it can be, how we can strike a balance to things. We're going to touch as many things as possible. We're going to touch with this limited time that we have. So before I go to my first question, please, to every one of you here on the show, do not forget Empire VIP House on Wheels Impact Your World Season 2 is coming up. I mean, an indoor and outdoor charity reality TV show where the public and contestants benefit greatly. We've been announcing it to you guys that our mansion is ready. The swimming pool, the luxury home is ready for all the contestants. Download the House on Wheel app on your Play Store, on your Apple App Store to get information about this. Don't forget, the first position this year goes on with 10 million naira and an SUV, a car, and 10 million naira. Second position, 5 million naira. Third position, 3 million. So there is millions for all, for first, second, and third. So if you want to be part of this show, do not miss out on this one. I keep saying it. I wish I'm not a staff of Empire at this point. But if I say I go soon, I go retire, I go resign, go for the show, then maybe come back. So don't miss out on House on Wheel this year. It's bigger this year. It's very, very bigger. Okay, so straight to the conversation. Tiki is my Oga. Shout out to Godwyn for all the great shows. Thank you, Cookie, so much. Thank you. Godwyn, don't start. I'm waiting. I come here to start. Tiki, my first question to you is, what's your opinion on chasing multiple goals at the same time? What's your opinion, your overview about that?
Okay. Thank you very much for having me on this show one more time.
Yes, so it's nice to have you again.
Again. Okay. So, chasing multiple goals can be helpful and harmful at the same time. Actually, you get there are two sides to this thing. You get, because if you're not careful, you just see that you're doing a whole lot of things at the same time, and then you're not, you're not getting the right results. You get, if you're not careful, you get to that point. And but trust me, you need to understand who you are firstly, and understand your purpose and what you're driving at. You get to understand your weaknesses and your strength. You get, if you can work through all these things and then set out these goals, set out the things that you want to achieve, right? You get, I feel it's doing a whole lot of things at the same time, and it makes you more productive. Do you understand? And then it helps you, become a better person, especially in this country that we find ourselves. You see that a whole lot of people, they say, this is what they plan to become, or this is what you ask certain people at times that, okay, what do you want to become in future? They'll tell you, I wanted to become an aeronautic engineer.
You?
Yes, sir.
No, you shocked me. Wait, call him again.
Aeronautic engineer.
Why? Waiting inspired. no.
Okay.
Why? What inspired it?
That was it.
That was the plan. Okay.
You know, while as a very young boy, I knew, my background didn't even point. It wasn't a pointer to things like that. You get, but I realized this was what my father wanted to be at a point in his life. You get, and I thought about it one day, aeronautic engineer. Then what is this thing safe? Then I went to start asking questions. Do you understand? I started asking questions. I started meeting people. What is aeronautic engineer? They said there are people that repair planes. Now, I was quite young. So I was just asking questions, like as you have mechanics for cars and the likes, you have aeronautic engineers that also have. Do you get? And then I would see aeroplanes. I've always wondered how the plane flies and all those things. So I was just so excited about the whole thing. Then I said I want to become an aeronautic engineer. And I started working towards it. So after my junior secondary school, I was going to go into the senior secondary school, SS1. And then I signed up to be in the science class.
Okay.
Do you understand? I was an entertainment person, but I just signed up. I just found myself in the science class, all because I wanted to become an aeronautic engineer, and I was working towards it. But along the line, a whole lot of things started happening, and then I saw that this thing not very realistic anymore.
Nigeria changed your dream.
The whole thing changed. It was even good for me because when I got into university again, they gave me, don't let me say they gave me, but because that is what it eventually boils down to at times for some people. You see people with ambitions to study medicine, and at the end of the day, they are doing health science. That's even still close, relatable. You probably see people want to do go into the law firm, and then they do physical education. Do you understand? It doesn't even match. So you find yourself doing a whole lot of things. In the country, you find yourself doing several things. Several opportunities will come your way.
It's more like survival.
Survival. And what you have to do for yourself is to be prepared. Do you understand? And that is what the point that it brought me, you get. I never planned to be able to do a whole lot of things at first, you get. But at the long run, I discovered my purpose and I started saying, okay, what can I run with? And how to build around it. You get. If you see me I'm a music producer by God's grace. You get. I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm a content creator. Many of the things or the values I've added to myself are still around music. Do you understand? It's around the media, film, entertainment, music. You get. I do music business. So if I'm a producer is electronic music. It is music business.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I must not limit myself only to the place of I'm a music minister. I go out to just sing in churches and then come back. No, there's a bigger picture to it because you have to reach a wider range of audience. Do you understand? So a lot of things you can add value to yourself in it. You get but if you're not careful, adding in the place of trying to do multiple things at the same time, you will shoot yourself in the leg. And at the end of the day, you would only acquire knowledge, but you will not be productive.
Yeah, you just know.
Do you understand?
Them,
you know these things. You just know that, this is how to do this application. You get that is the thing. So, and that's why you have to set your goals right. Set them right. Exactly.
Wow, you've said a lot for just a start. That's my introduction. When introduction book don't full like 2 pages. Fred Bassman, I see you. Welcome to the show. Pretty best said, Big cool, get your writing part though. The enlightened one has started. So that's not your calling. Okay, yes, someone was highlighting something you were saying in the process of speaking philosophy. Yes, L_Michi, I see you. Welcome to the show, L Michi. Uche_Okips, my man. Welcome to you, my man. So would you say Survivor made you venture into many things? A question to you. If you're joining us, you're welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. We're streaming live from Empire Africa 1 live and on Facebook, Empire Africa 1. Also, you could join us through our website at www.empireafrica.com. Tiki, the question is to you. So would you say Survivor made you venture into many things?
Okay, I won't say Survivor. Because, see, everybody wants to survive. Everybody is trying to, be... But this is one thing I would say. That there's this burning desire in me that I want more. You get? I just feel there's more to life than I have presently. I feel there's more to me. There's a place I am going to, and that picture that I've painted already makes me want to do more.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I won't just say it's survival. Because if it is survival, if it's just survival, you'll be doing a lot of things and then you might not get results. That's the truth of the matter. So a whole lot of people are trying to survive. That's the truth. And it will just limit you to just a certain space. You get. But this part, we are trying to do a lot more. We are seeing a bigger picture here. You get. I wasn't my I wasn't born with. I usually tell people that I wasn't born with a spoon at all. Do you understand? Some people were born with silver spoons. Some people had wooden spoon. In fact, but I wasn't born with any. You get, my background was really never nothing to really write home about. You get, my parents were the one that really guided me because they gave me the right disciplines and the likes. But I had to chase my dream. There was a picture that was painted, and I was chasing it. So while chasing it, a whole lot of things started coming, and it was for me my place. It was in my place for me to know that okay, this is a path that points to that place I am going to, and I need to add value to myself in this area so that place at the end of the day it will be visible. I can really see it. It's a path. You have to toe that path. So yes, I want to survive. Definitely, I have to work. I have to do a whole lot of things for myself to keep body and soul fit and to be a blessing to my generation. But that is not just the only thing that will keep you. Because there's more ahead. So if it's just survival, it will just be for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
You just want to live. You just want to, want to.
Maybe your chop, maybe your wear clothes.
Just stay alright. And please, in the place of survival, you can venture into a whole lot of things. You might venture into negative things. You can venture into things that are not even in line with your purpose. If it's just survival. Do you understand?
Yes, exactly.
So it is not just about survival, but because there was more.
Okay, we're having some comments. Pot_Malone, I say you're welcome. And pretty much you've asked the question, and that's literally like my second question. So we have similarities in your question, so we're going to come to it. But before we go to that, I want to say VJ Sounds. He says, I believe you, sir, seeing the bigger picture and venturing into the right paths. Yes. Original Big Dan, I see you, you're welcome. Original Big Dan, you're welcome. Freda_Z, you're welcome to Hey Let's Talk. You all are welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. And Pretty Bear said your back was literally on the ground. You guys
we've sung about that already. When
it
it looks like I have lost it all. When I always have my back against the wall.
That's the song. Yeah. I am grateful by Tikis. I am grateful by Tikis out on all platforms, Rabbi.
Yes,
on all digital platforms. Yes. I am grateful by Tikis. It's always a blessing to me, and it is definitely a blessing to some people, many people here on the live.
That's
Please keep streaming, keep listening to it, and let the lyrics of that song connect with you as you connect with it. Then I'm going to shift the second question to you. Pretty Bad Art asks, is it possible to have passion for? Or before I ask, do you have any other addition to what he has said?
All right. When we talk about chasing multiple goals, the truth is that we mix it up most times. We like to mix it up because when you're talking about chasing goals, like he said, he's doing music, he's a producer. Yeah. But if you check it, it's in one circle. It's what we call, what music English would like to call, it's a library of things. Like I'm a musician, I'm this, but it's all in the same line. If I'm acting and I'm also directing and I'm doing this, you are still in the acting line. Mm-hmm. The problem here is I'm a singer. I want to act. You get? I want to dance. Only you. Then you now say you still want to work in the bank. The truth is, one thing must give way for the other.
That's right.
Like he said, he wanted to be an aeronautical engineer. If he decided that this is what I wanted to do, even when they throw him out of the course, he would write jump again. No, that's true. Because when it's your purpose, when it's what you want to do, you keep trying. There are people we know that have been trying to get into medical school for years. Some of them will reach 30 and they will still be in school. Why? It's their line. I have a friend. Is
that wise?
It's not whether it's wise. It's their calling. It's what they want to do. And
so it does not matter if they get too old for it.
When they get too old, they understand the value when they finally get it. You get? Now, when they even go into it, they're going to be more serious than you that they just dashed it in.
Okay.
Sure, you get? Now,
because
for example,
we're
going for law, and they did not give us law. They were able to bounce us out, and we stayed there. Why? It was never our purpose. We never wanted it. It was just what we saw at that point. It was what was feasible.
But it could be different in the case that I was eventually forced, not forced actually. I had it as an alternative, mass communication.
It was an alternative.
But then I'm grateful I did not do law.
Now,
because I've fallen in love with this. So there's this situation too in my own case. Okay, why do you say Daniel?
If it was your purpose, if law was it for you, you would stay there. You get? I know some people in my department that left my department to still do law. They transferred, they did not get it, they wrote jump again, they kept trying, and finally they got law. And when these guys go there, they know the value of these things. For some people, education is their purpose. And no matter how life tries to throw different things at them, they stay in school. For example, now you are in school and somebody is bringing different business ideas. And you know that this life that I came to, my life is planned like this. I will finish school, I will do my master's, I will do like this, do like this. And you know that this is how your life is positioned. Fine, there's a place to survive. There's a place to hustle. There's a place to look for money. But when you see that it begins to distract your purpose, you have to cut down. But you will never cut down on the major thing, education. That's why there is a scale of preference. So you need to set your life on scale of preferences. This is what is more interesting to me. This is what I want to keep at the top.
Okay, exactly.
Football was always my goal.
Oh, we know now.
Yeah, and when playing the soccer did not work, I decided that, okay, I would not stay at playing the soccer. I started coaching. I started analyzing. Now, if I said, okay, because football not work, let me try music.
Just to add, he's one of the reasons why the show started late today. When he came, we brought him a special guest on Asabi the game, and he was talking. We didn't want the show to end, so it was his fault. Anyway, I see Ebuka sings. Ebuka songs made a statement on Facebook. He says, "Please, I'm very sorry if I missed your comment." He said, "Good, okay." Ebuka Benjamin, he said, "Good one, yeah." And we see you if you're on Facebook. Thank you for streaming. Following us on Facebook, Ebuka Benjamin. DJ Eddie, my brother, thank you. I see you, Akere. You're welcome. I mean, you guys call him Eddie, my twin brother.
From UK. Good to you, sir.
I see a lot of comments. 4_cookie said, I think that having several goals is good for you, is good for your mind, because it allows you to expand and be open to two options in your life, allowing you to choose target that is attainable and successful. It is still directing me to the second question. Attainable and successful. Precious Image. Hey, Precious, our guy. We see you. You're welcome to the show. VJ Sound says, keep trying, my brother. No giving up. Yeah, no giving up. Okay, and make. Hey, I'm always struggling with your name. Please. Okay, Ameke Gmail. Yeah. Okay, Ameke Gmail. Okay, Amake. I'm sorry, please. Pardon me if I use gun to shoot your name. Just pardon me. Okay, Amake Gmail. You're welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. I see Official B Praise, my man. He said, yes, so I'm grateful. Yes, I am grateful. Wonderful song by Tiki's. Pretty Bear says it's a blessing, big time blessing, man. This is not a fluke. I am grateful by Tiki's. The song makes sense, die. And then, apart from the fact that it makes sense, die, it's relatable and it speaks life to people. So please keep streaming it. I am grateful. I think I also saw other comments. Yeah, so everyone join us. Hey, Amenze, I was waiting for you, my darling. You're welcome to Hey Let's Talk. Amenze Kingsley, you all are welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. Don't forget, this is brought to you by Empire Radio 360 and we're streaming live from Empire Africa 1. Empire Africa 1 live. Empire Africa 1 live on Instagram and Empire Africa 1 on Facebook. Okay, so like I was saying, Pretty Bird asked the question, which simultaneously syncs with the second question. So I'm going to throw it in this way. She said, is it possible to have passion for more than one thing? But this is the way I put the question. Is it possible for one to prioritize different goals at the same level? Is it possible that the way I prioritize wanting to do music is for you, is the same way I prioritize wanting to do acting on the same level? Like my love for music and acting are on the same level. Pretty Bird is asking, is it possible to have passion for more than one thing? But why now? It could be seen as two different questions. Okay, maybe we'll see it as different question. Is it possible to have passion for more than one thing? And my second question is it possible for one to prioritize different goals at the same level?
Okay, thank you. Now, we are different people with different with capacities that, we have different capacities. And for me, let me use myself as an example. One of the reasons why I can still do well to an extent.
Sorry, God is good. Okay. Good day to you. God is good. She's greeting all of us. Good day to you.
Thank you. God is good. Now, one of the reasons why I can still do well to an extent, and I'm still alive. I know why I'm saying this, and I am still alive, is because to an extent, the things I do are, they revolve around each other. That's the truth of the matter. Because if you look at what we do, it deals with our mental health. You get? I'm not a bricklayer. A bricklayer will always work physically. He's carrying this one, that one, and then the likes. And they build muscles at the end of the day. That's the truth. In fact, if they want to break down, they'll just treat painkillers, and that's all. You get, but to an extent, we sit in one place. Some people will look at me and be like, Tikis, you don't even work. You don't do, I'm not doing anything. But what we do behind the scene, anytime I'm done with work at times, I go to my house. At times I can't sleep. Because it's mental stress. So if I now say that this music I'm doing, I'm a singer, I'm a music minister, I go out for ministrations to be a blessing to the people, I'm a producer, then I'm now maybe a doctor and also a journalist at the same time. I don't think I have capacity for that. For me, I'm talking for myself. I don't think I have capacity for that. So for the fact that I have been able to understudy myself and then know my capacity, I have been able to build around what I can do and then so that I can be able to manage that. But if you are the person that you know that you can do, some people are they are multitasking.
Yes.
See, you need to understand this thing. It is not, I'm trying to be very realistic because people will tell you, set multiple goals for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you are doing a job 6 to 6, especially in this Nigeria. See, I pity some people. Most times I'm on the island. There's a job I do on the island. Every Monday I'm on the island. And this job is just for 2 hours. It takes that 2 hours of my time and I'm comfortable with it. I leave my house as very early because of the hold up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I leave my house very early. I get to the island at the time that is stated for me. 2 hours, I'm done. I'm back to the mainland. Do you understand? But then I still see other people, colleagues of people that work in the secular firm. They need to be at the office, report at the office by 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. And they've left their house for 5:30 in the morning just to beat the traffic. So they are there, in traffic till like 8 a.m. and they are expected to leave work around 6 p.m. They are back on the traffic again in the morning and it's a loop for them every day. So tell me, that kind of person now that is doing that job will now say that he wants to also become maybe a music producer by the side. Will also say that he wants to become, what other job do we have? Maybe, I don't know if you understand.
We understand you well.
A doctor by the side, you are doing like 4 or 5 things.
Entrepreneur.
Do you understand? Where's the time? You might enjoy yourself if you're not careful. But if you have capacity to be able to manage these things, and that's why we're saying that set your goals right, but set them and let them be realistic. You set smart goals for yourself. Do you understand? These goals must be realistic enough. They must be time-bound. Do you get? If you're not doing these things, you will set goals for yourself. And that's what we said in the beginning. You set goals for yourself. At the end of the day, you will only add value add knowledge to yourself and value to yourself, but you will not be productive in it. There are some people that left their job because they want to do music.
So Nigeria can frustrate you. I
don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
So these things, you might be, if you are in more developed countries, you will see them doing shifts. It's a shift. You can't be doing 2 things at the same time. You do shift. You must finish this one before you do this one. But I know some people. Now I can't be making calls and be working at the same time. I must drop on. It was actually an issue at my space of work at some point. But it is me. There are some people that can actually do that. They are doing this, they are doing this, they are doing this at the same time. So you must understand who you are. Understand your capacity. If you know that you have capacity for this, but make sure that even the multiple goals that you're setting for yourself are realistic. They are things that you can easily manage. It is not that this one is totally out of this one. If you're an entrepreneur or whatever, then look for something that is still in line.
Yeah.
Do you get? Not something that is totally out of place. And then if you're doing something out of place, totally out of place, know that this thing is time bound. There are some people that are entrepreneurs and they're still working 6 to 6. Do you understand? But they know that I will leave this place someday to eventually attend to this.
Yeah.
And why probably they know that they need a source of income to actually attend to the business that they are doing by the side. And that is why, and they are trying to manage the both of them. So it is not a big deal if you have multiple goals, but you need to understand your capacity and make sure that it's realistic. The things that you're setting for yourself, they are very realistic. If not, you will lose. At the end of the day, you will do a lot. It will become jack of all trades. Or is it bad to become jack of all trades? It's not bad. Actually, it is not. You can't be a master because perfection is an illusion. Do you understand? That is the truth. So you are trying to be very perfect in this one to make sure that you are standing out in this one, standing out in this one, you're standing out in this one. If you are not careful, it will suffer. If you don't understand your person, understand your capacity and understand who you are. Do you get? Exactly. So some people will see that, okay, this guy's portfolio is a music producer, is a this one, and you want to do the same. My brother, it doesn't work like that.
Work that way.
Because it takes a lot to get to this point.
Exactly. I am TY Keys, my friend, joined the show, and who I have on the studio is T Keys, but who joined the show is my friend TY Keys. So let's not mix it up, because I posted one time that T Keys was the producer of OSUBA. Someone was like, "Are you serious, TY Keys?" I did not say TY Keys. I said T Keys. I see Destiny. Destiny, you also joined the show. Destiny Utwa, thank you for joining the show. I'm trying my best not to miss any comment. Trifina, the wonderful and talented sister to the superstar. Trifina is also another lady that is a super. It's like this family is blessed with superstars. Trifina, I see you. I was already saying realistic goals when he said it too. God bless you, sir. You see, siblings connection. She there house they say realistic. Industry say that's blood is indeed thicker than water. Yeah, that's a recipe for burnout. Amenzi was agreeing with you that when you have so many of these things, it could be a recipe for burnout. VJ Sound says realistic goals. Nigeria can frustrate you. Pretty Bear says that's to say know your capacity. That is the answer she got out. Do you wanna add anything further to this, Daniel?
He has dealt with it completely. But when you look at it, the truth is, I would not even support that somebody should try to do many things. Because, like he said, when you say you are jack of all trades and master of just none, and it's a fact, one thing must suffer. So when you even say you want to be these guys that call themselves entrepreneurs, you find out that they want to make the capital first. So yes, I want to go into a business, but I'm already working 6 to 6. The only thing is that I'm setting up a name for this business, and in time, this business will be established. But trust me, before then, that business is suffering. Why? Because you are doing a 6 to 6 job that is stressing you out. Imagine you have to deliver something by 5 and you're in the office. Now you need to call somebody.
5 p.m.
No, like 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. And now you are begging. The only thing you keep doing every day is, please, not vex. And it's killing your business.
Yeah.
You see some boys today, okay, a boy that learns tailoring and next thing says he wants to do Yahoo. You can't balance it. Yes, you say, okay, I go work for night. I will sew in the day. Bro, it's not possible.
When you go sleep.
So when you look at these things, all these things are not, as much as you want to say, yes, I should try to do many things, it's not realistic. Yes, like he's in the music industry doing different things around. But he first of all mastered music.
Yeah.
He took his time to master music, and every other thing about him was suffering at that point.
Okay.
Now he mastered music and he was able to go into production. I'm sure for the period he was practicing production, music was suffering to a point. Because if he was trying to do both perfectly, he would break down.
And the body itself is a very fragile.
Because this body you have is something that needs rest every day. And imagine you trying to, because it takes a lot of watching of videos, doing of practicing, and next thing a church is calling you, come and perform my church from so time to so time. Then the next thing another church is, you can't give everything. It takes, even the guys in the sports industry, it takes them first mastering sports, then before you know, they begin to learn how to teach others. Because it takes you knowing something to master it and then give back. So it's in the period of giving back now that he's producing, bringing up other singers, and also producing the music for them to sing.
Okay, very, 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 very strong one there. I want to say, if you're joining us, you're welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360. We're streaming live on Instagram at Empire Africa 1 Live. Empire Africa 1 Live. Please, as you join us, get our links out. Like Pastor Jerry will always say, share now. So share this one right now and bring your family, friends, or foes. Bring them here to the show and let everybody participate from the insights we're getting from this show. If you're on Facebook, it's Empire Africa 1 on Facebook. On Instagram, Empire Africa 1 Live. And do not forget, we're hitting it. The upcoming Empire VIP House on Wheels Impact Your World Season 2 is coming up. An indoor and outdoor charity TV reality show where the public and contestants benefit greatly. Do not forget, we keep saying that the mansion, beautifully made, is ready for all the housemates. The pool side, the luxurious side attraction, the leisure areas, everything ready for everyone. First prize 10 million naira on the car, second prize 5 million naira, third prize 3 million naira. Every winner or everybody is a winner in this season. Do not forget. Okay, so going for that, Lavivi said something. He said, chasing multiple goals, not before Nigeria. Nigerian government and conditions will humble you, Jare. well, we understand you. We are here. We understand. VJ Sound has a question. He says, what of venturing into others outside your goal become a better version of yourself? Will it make? Okay, he said, what of venturing into others outside of your goal? Will it make you become a better version of yourself? Tikis, I'll throw that to you. Okay, but before we answer that, sorry, because I feel I want to appreciate people on official Olowo Omotoke. Yeah, thank God I got that right. I'll be official Olowo Omotoke. I see you. You're welcome to the show. Lavivi responding to our men, it says, "Not true now. Only tax and Agberu alone will close your business." Official B praise. They say yes. So it takes a lot to get it right. Yeah. So the question from VJ Sound: what of venturing into what of venturing into others outside of your goal? Will it make you a better version of yourself?
Okay, I think to an extent I've even almost answered this question before now, because like I said, you need to know your capacity, you get, and then humans, there's nothing we can't achieve once we set our mind to this thing, you get. Once you set your mind to it, you will definitely achieve it, And somebody was saying something one day, and then he said that, you see, our soul can be matched to the whole world. You get, like, that's the price of our soul. You get. So if one person cannot place value on himself and feel and know that this is what I want, you want the whole world. Do you understand? And the way we've been wired, that God has actually created us, He has created us to be able to achieve anything as far as your mind can carry it. Do you understand? But we are limited in some ways, in several ways. We are limited. The place, your background limits you. Finance, relationship, you get, the kind of people that you have in your space. You get, and when I'm talking about relationship, I'm not just talking about, the boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. I'm talking about the people that you have around you. Mm-hmm. Do you get? So anything is achievable as long as you put your mind to it. You get, but how well can you do this? Because you are in a space, and you're saying that if you're talking about goals, you need to, because I think we're actually mixing this thing, our purpose to our goals. Okay. Do you understand? Because these things are two different things. Goals can be set. You can say that I want to save money between now and the end of this year, and that is it. Do you understand? And that's what we'll talk about. You get time frame. Put a time frame to it. That between now and this one, I want to do a job of 100K. Do you understand? After that job of 100K, next year I want to up it. Or you can say that, okay, this one I don't want to do it again. I want to stop it here. Do you understand? So there are certain things that you want to do for yourself, that it is not just limited. It's not short term. It's long term, because you want to live. This is what you want to be at the end of the day, or at the end of for the rest of your life. So if you're saying that you want to set out, or you want to become or have multiple goals,
if it will make you a better version
of yourself, yes, it will make you better, because there's no value, there's no knowledge that is wasted. Actually, you get, because I'm a musician does not mean that I should not know anything in the medical field. Do you understand? In fact, I can even prescribe some drugs for you if you are not feeling fine.
I asked you one question on Sunday. Who is the coach of Man U?
My brother.
You have not still got. Then you see,
you want to call his hand? Okay, that's you don't do that.
Then you see, he has not done knowledge of football. Okay,
I'm really trying to, maybe already as I am,
go and learn it.
I'm managing to. You get. You understand? Because to an extent, trust me, I was still telling you. Okay, I was still telling you yesterday that, man, I don't even know how to face camera.
Yeah.
Do you get? But I needed to learn this thing. I needed to add value to myself in that line, even if I know I have weakness in that area. So if you have multiple goals set for yourself and then you want to become a whole lot of things, it is firstly that you are adding knowledge to yourself. Even beyond the fact that you want to probably make money out of it or whatever, or you want to make millions, or you want to become it is adding knowledge to yourself, and adding knowledge to yourself makes you a better person.
Okay.
It makes you a better version of yourself. You get, but so what do you want
those
to
things,
achieve?
Uncle?
Applying them.
What makes you sorry now?
Okay.
I want to bring out a question from what you just said. What makes you more of a better person? The knowledge you have or applying the knowledge that you have?
Yes, application actually.
Okay.
The knowledge you have and application makes you a better person.
That's weird. Tiki's camera. I said it to him too. It's understandable if you say someone like this or people that are involved in the showbiz business are camera shy. But when I think I heard Phil Thompson say it one time that he was always naive, and it will be surprising that people will say, how can you say you are camera shy? You're traveling around the world, you're singing everywhere, and you are shy about people. He had to build.
If you want to start what you can't finish, please let us just not go there. So let us. So, but if you understand what I'm saying, it's adding knowledge to yourself. There's no knowledge that is wasted. So if you want to be in the music field, you want to be in the medical field, you want to be in the law firm at the same time. See, as long as your capacity as long as you can carry it and you can manage it, please go ahead. There's no knowledge wasted. That's the truth of the matter. You get, it is adding value. You become a better person in that space. Knowing this, knowing that. I've seen spaces whereby, or I've been in some conversations whereby people are talking about the stock market and the likes, and I'm like, stock market? What's this thing all about? It's not stockfish. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There was a point in my life that I started learning about cryptocurrency. Do you understand? I traded crypto for some time. Although I lost at some point. Do you understand? No doubt. But see, the truth of the matter is that knowledge can never be taken away from me.
You. Yes. Because you've learned it.
I've learned it. Am I using it now? I'm actually not even really into cryptocurrency, because I've now feel that I need to still now go and strategize and then know more. That is, even if I want to eventually venture into it, there are people making billions of, there's people that are billionaires today and their life has eventually turned around because of the knowledge of cryptocurrency. Do you understand? So will I say because I'm a music minister, I don't let me just leave that part? No. I need to add the knowledge of that alone is adding value to myself, and it makes me a better person. Do you understand? But am I now really, really venturing into it as other people who are in the field are venturing? No, I'm not doing that. But the knowledge and that value stays with me for life.
Exactly. Yeah, King_Mavis Kid. I see you. Welcome to the show. In the process, my friend David _Uyomoike joined the show. David, my brother, thank you so much for being part of the show. Anyway, I know why you're here. You see some articles that they bring, now you come. David will fight because he's a big fan of you, to be very honest. David Omoike, you're welcome. He says, it's a jack of all trades, master of none. Okay. That's weird. I've read that. Pretty weird. Some people are camera shy. Well, that's true. That's he said not be only you camera shy with plenty. All of us plenty. In time with plenty. But Daniel, haven't said you have okay, your contribution.
Okay. Now the truth is it takes a smart person to be able to. Now when we are talking about these things, the fact is learning many things is very important. Now if we are saying you should not learn something, we are deceiving you, because we are not saying don't go and learn other things. We are saying don't try to become many things at once. He tried trading. Now it's something I could use when I need money. At my spare time. Like, it's not every day is in the studio doing music. Like, I could someday just say, okay, let me just trade. Let me hit the market. I trade when I'm free. But you cannot say I want to become a trader/musician. It's not possible. Now like you learn these things. You learn many things. Like I could learn.
Okay.
Sorry. So don't let us go that it's not possible. Actually, it's actually possible based on capacity.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Why you see the truth is this capacity we are even talking about. The truth is knowing when to do it is very important. That's when people say you are maximizing your capacity. Because every Sunday I'm trading and I'm making money for it. So people begin to look at it like, okay, this guy is actually a trader. It doesn't mean you are full-time trading.
That's it. Actually.
You get, now that's you smartly maximizing your capacity. For example, I do music Monday to Wednesday. On Thursday and Friday, I'm trading. The fact is you are doing both things, but something is winning over another. This is my career, then this is something I
No,
just
I think
do.
I don't know if this is some kind of misunderstanding, but I want both of you to trash this thing out now. You might have said it, you might have answered it, but I want to know your own view. It's actually part of my third question. Okay. Does something have to suffer for one thing to do well? Does one goal have to suffer? Because from what he has said it directly or indirectly that a goal will have to suffer for one to do well. There may be conversations, but does really one have to suffer? You don't have to agree on the show.
It definitely
you
actually
have to agree. So
okay. So for me, I don't agree that one has to suffer for one to do well. But this is the thing, the place of striking a balance. You have to strike a balance. That's the truth. And the place that it suffers is from the primary stage at times. You get when you're up here and then you're trying to bring something else in, and then both of them are contending with each other. Maybe you know a whole lot about this one, but this one is just is still maybe in the primary stage, and then you're still just trying to be. It might, but the place of you now striking a balance. Let me give you an example. I am an artist by God's grace signed under TWC Records. I am also the producer of TWC Studios. I am a music minister by God's grace. And for myself, I have a vision of also doing some other things for myself. But do you know what? Before I became a producer, I was an artist. I was a musician and an artist. Do you understand? And I found it very easy for me to balance both of them. I'm a musician, I'm an artist. When they call me for events, I go there, I do deliver and the likes, and I'm a musician at my spare time because definitely you have to rehearse at some point and all those things. So you need the musician, the knowledge to actually carry that out. But eventually I became a producer. See, music production, it takes time. That's the truth. It takes a lot of, in fact, it drains you at times because you are not just a music producer. If you're a producer, you are also a consultant. You are not just even a consultant. You must be emotionally intelligent to be able to deal with different kind of people because you meet different clients, you meet different people from different walks of life. I work with people. In fact, tomorrow I'll be working with somebody that I've never set my eyes on and is in the UK. So we are talking we've disagreed to agree several times. So you are doing a lot of things and a lot of things is draining you. So how do you now balance this? And the moment I became a producer, some other things started suffering. That is the truth of the matter. But at the long run, I decided that I must create a balance so that this one does not suffer from this one. So I have time schedules. Do you understand? Before I used to work Monday till Friday. But now the only time I'm in the office is Tuesday and Thursday. And some people now know my schedule. They know how to disturb me very well. So, do you understand? So now I work Tuesday and Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I use it because I know that definitely there's no how there will be events from Friday till Sunday. Do you understand? I cannot now someone say that I want to. Some people will call me, Tikis, please work on Saturday. I tell them no. It's a no-go area for me. Saturday, I won't work on Saturday. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it is now you creating a balance Tuesday, and then you build a structure for yourself. You now know that Tuesday, even people will respect that structure with you. So it is you to strike a balance for both. Because if anyone is suffering for anyone, then it is you. You have to check yourself.
Okay, now if you are joining us, you're welcome to Hey Let's Talk on Empire Radio 360 every Wednesday and Friday. Before I come to your comments, Daniel, so
now, when we talk about suffering, like he said, something suffered at a point. Now it takes mastery of something to be able to strike a balance. You get? I cannot be trying to adapt into becoming a producer and be able to balance it with music. It is very stressful. For example, I want to do my master's and I am doing something else. The beginning, the whole frenzy of the start stresses you out that the other thing begins to suffer. Now it takes mastery of it to be able to say, okay, yes, I can do this thing even with my eyes closed. Sometimes he may not even need to rehearse so much to go and minister. You get? Now, that's where he's already creating the balance that, okay, I think I'm pretty good at this thing. So I could just, okay, let's do this thing these days. Now, because you are so good at it, it doesn't stress you that much. But when you are not so good at something, you are trying, because it's the learning process that everything looks like something is giving way for the other. Because if you say at this point I'm learning something, and you're at the same time trying to put equal time into another thing, you will not properly learn the other thing. So it's in the process of learning the first thing that one thing suffers. But when you gain mastery of something, you could then strike the balance. But if you say while you are doing this one, you want to put equal strength, you will not properly learn that thing.
Okay. I'm having so many comments, and I'm just thinking. I have questions and questions are set out, but we'll try and
I'll leave your question.
Yes. Because people are still asking questions now. And someone has said, video says, them don't low cut for me. He said, them don't do low cut for me. Daniel voice.
Okay. Something has happened to Mr. Daniel's voice.
King _ Khalifa 123. You're welcome.
VJ, I can relate.
Professor Tiki is balance striker. I believe you. He's a balance striker. Omotoke says one does not have to suffer, in my opinion. Now, the balance can actually be created. I know people who do 3 to 4 things and are doing well at all. Music producers, they try. Our jobs no easier. So that's VJ Sounds. Now, Omotoke. Now, this question I would direct it to Daniel. Because Omotoke said something. He said one does not have to suffer, in my opinion. The balance can actually be created. I know people who do 3 or 4 things and are doing well at all. Then she now went on to say, please, where does delegation come in?
Okay. That's you being able to share your own time. Because, like she said, the person said, 3 things can actually succeed at a time. But like I said earlier, it's the learning process that makes the other ones look like they're suffering. You get? So it's possible for you to share your time, but it's able to balance and sit down and say, okay, this is how I want to share my time. Like when you said you wanted to learn crypto, when I wanted to learn crypto, I know that I gave away some things for some weeks to sit down and learn the trade. Like I read books, I did this one, and I was on it. I was not trying to, if I'm preparing for exams, for example, I cannot say, okay, while I'm preparing for exam, I want to try to still learn some things about trading. You just know when to do these things. That's to know the time to do those things. That is doing the right thing at the right time. So if I'm doing this one, let me give this one these days. For example, you said Tuesday, Thursday. So you delegate days for these things. You delegate years for this thing. For example, I could say next year, I want to learn how to mine. Next year, I want to learn this. He could even say next year, I want to go back to a school and study aeronautical engineering.
Yeah, sorry, VJ, thank you so much for being on the show. He said, bye, guys. I've got to go now. Thank you guys so much for the insight. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great day. Thank you for being part of the show. Okay.
Now, he could say next year, I want to go and study. And he goes back to school and practices this thing. He's still a producer. But for that year, he's going to try and limit it so that he can successfully study that thing. It doesn't mean that when he comes out, he will not still be producing.
Are you agreeing?
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
So the fact that he would go back to learn. Now, what is he doing? He's gaining knowledge of the thing. I get into a plane and the plane is faulty and I'm like, okay, I can fix this thing. You can do it because you have the knowledge. So it doesn't mean now that because you have learnt it, you have become that thing. You just practiced it and now you have the knowledge and you can use it when necessary.
Okay, thank you very much. Meaning, okay, you have something to say?
Yeah.
Okafor Emmanuel, my brother, thank you for joining here. Let's talk today. I think this will be the first time I'm seeing you on our live, so thank you for joining. Pretty Beth is asking, is it possible to strike a balance? Yes, Tikis has made it known to us that it is possible. You have to strike a balance for things, so it's possible. Omateke says delegation in the sense of involving people to help you do the little stuff.
Actually that was where I was actually going to. Thank you, Omotoke. I was actually going there. And that's why I appreciate there's something he said and picking that part. The mastery of the things you do also now helps you strike a balance. Because see, this thing, we are not machines. That's the truth. You get. At the beginning stage or at the starting of the whole thing, you might be struggling if you're trying to pull 2 things together. You know, a wise man once told me and said that know something about everything.
Yes.
Do you understand? You must know something about everything. It is in the place of multitasking, doing a lot of things together, trying to see this one, trying to see. In fact, in this generation, if you don't know a lot, they will push you aside. That's the truth. If you don't have knowledge of a whole lot of things and then you've not added value to yourself, they will just push you aside. You just be in your space and then thinking you are you just be a local champion in one space. That is it. And that's how it is. So if you have a bigger picture that you're painting and you have you have a goal, a set out goal, something good for yourself that you want to achieve, then you have to think wide. You have to study wide. So delegations in the place of I don't know why, but maybe to the extent that I've been able to set out certain goals for myself, you get, even if I am not there yet, but to an extent there's a structure that has been created. So you have to create a structure for yourself, you get. So if you are holding this and then holding this at the same time, you want to create it, but you must create that structure, and that structure is in the place of delegations. Now something happened this morning. Then I was going to have a recording session anytime from now. But like we all know already that I'm in the production line, music production. I don't usually have roundup. So I don't usually have all the time to myself to attend to other things, because right now it's as if my team or my music place my space as an artist is almost suffering. Then what did I do? I had to assign jobs to people in my team. So instead of me reaching out to this one, hey, what's up? This program that we're going to, what time is it? This one. I had to assign people to do that for me. So that by the time I'm on the system working with an artist, somebody is already making the calls, setting out time, I have a protocol officer. I have a team leader. Do you get? So these people are in, but see, the truth of the matter is that you will not get to that point until you have grown to a level and you have set out structures for yourself.
Very, 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 very insightful. See, there is more to this, but then I was short of time. But I'll read this last comment as we round off. You must have people, this is from Okafor Emmanuel. He says, you must have people to be accountable to if you must get your goals, because at some point, the ginger you had to start may disappear when life shows you stuff you didn't plan for. You have friends like you and can push you as you push them too. Omoteke says delegation will help a lot to ease a lot from you. I want to say thank you so much to you, Tikis. My producer, do I have time for one more question? All right, I want to say thank you so much, Tikis, for being on the show. I really appreciate it for a second time. And Daniel, my brother, even though you can fight anyhow, but thank you for always coming through every time. And to you, my audience, thank you so much for always being part of the show. Till we come your way again on Friday. Trust me when I say that Friday is another day we're going to have another conversational topic, and this one has to do, of course, with relationship and marriage. I know all this kind of thing they see tonight here, but this one is from a very different, confidential angle. But it will come your way again on Friday. Once again, thank you, Tikis. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, my audience. Bye for now.
Thank you.